Welcome to our channel Anko Chorcha. Today we are about discuss with learning design subject of life science. This is the second part of life science learning design. Today we will start learning design number 31. Learning design number 31, subject life science, unit control and coordination, subunit oxytocin and vasopressin. Today's topic is oxytocin. Here left side we see name of the school. The trainee teacher will write your own practice teaching school, date to the practice teaching date, name of the trainee teacher, write your own name. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learner and concept. To assure student general characteristics about the topic, the teacher start the lesson to related question given below. Develop and select learning material, textbook, reference book, general TLM or specific TLM. Learning strategies. There are two parts, learning area and related strategies. Example learning area is definition of oxytocin by the help of lecture method, related strategies. Design for evaluation. To assure student general characteristics after the completion of the lesson, teacher design a blueprint question bank. Here are some of the questions. A remedial class for weakness or weaker students. Find the weaker student by evaluation and observation and provide them extra classes. Now we discuss about learning design number 32. Today's topic is vasopressin. Learning goal or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing. Student will be able to applying or analyzing. Evaluating, creating, analyze learner and concept. Here some question we written. Next point is developed and select learning material, textbook, reference book, general TLM or specific TLM. TLM means teaching learning material. Learning strategies, two parts, learning area and related strategies. Design for evaluation. After the completion of the lesson, teacher listed with the student with a blueprint and design some questions. And last, diagnosis for weaker student for remedial class. Learning design number 33. Today's topic is hypothalamus. Learning goal or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learners and concept. Here some question we have written. Developed and select learning material, textbook, reference book, general TLM, specific TLM. Learning strategies, there are two parts, learning area or related strategies. Design for evaluation. There are many type of question, factual, applying or understanding level questions. Last point, diagnosis of weaker student for remedial classes. Next, learning design. Today's subunit pituitary gland and today's unit is the star mark area. Learning goal or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, evaluating, creating. Analyze learners and concept. To assure student general characteristics about this topic, here some questions are given below. Next point, developed and select learning material, textbook, general TLM or specific TLM. Learner strategies, there are two parts, learning area or related strategies. So there are two parts of learning strategies. Design for evaluation. After completing the teacher, Tested the student with the help of following questions. Some questions are written here. Diagnose for weaker student. Find the weaker student with the help of evaluation and observation and proper rightly. Learning design number 35. Students relation bacteria cell space, bacteria cell shape and structure. Learning goals or objectives: remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating. Creating, analyze learner and concept to assure student general characteristics about this topic. Develop and select learning material, textbook, general TLM, specific TLM and some references book. Learning strategies are two-part: learning area and related strategies. Design for evaluation. Here some question are last point: diagnose the weaker students. Learning design number 36. Subunit bacteria and fungi, unit bacteria and fungi, subunit bacteria say fungi, fungi reproduction, etc. Today's topic: fungi structure and reproduction. Fungi structure and reproduction. Learning goals or objectives: cognitive domain, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating, analyze learner and concept. Here some questions are written here. Developed and select learning material, textbooks, reference book, general TLM, chalk, duster and blackboard. Specific TLM, chart model, PPT, video clip, audio visual, TLM, etc. Learning strategies are two-part: learning area and related strategies. Design for evaluation. After completion the lesson, teacher tested the student with the help of following questions. Some of the questions are as follows. Last diagnosis the weakness for remedial classes. Next learning design. Today's topic: fungi reproduction. Learning goals or objective: cognitive domain, remembering, understanding, analyzing, applying, analyzing, evaluation, creating. Develop and select learning materials, textbook, reference book, general TLM, specific TLM. Design for evaluation. After completion the lesson, the teacher tested the student with the help of following questions. Some questions of the available here. Last point: diagnose the weakness for remedial classes. Learning design number 38. Subject: life science. Today's topic: the leaf plant, the leaf parts, types and function. Learning goals or objective: cognitive domain, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learner and concept. Here some questions are as follows. Develop and select learning material, textbook, general TM, specific TLM, reference book. Learning strategies, learning area and related specific. There are two. Define petiole, significance of function of leaf. Design for evaluation. After the completion of the lesson, the teacher tested the student with the help of the following question. Name the parts of the leaf. What are the different types of leaf? Distinguish between petiole and neptule. Write two examples of simple leaf and compound leaf, etc. etc. Diagnosis the weaker student. To identify the weaker student, now we discuss about learning design number 39. Today's topics is flowers, structure and parts. Learning goals and objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learner and concept. Some questions are as follows. Develop and select learning material, textbook, general TLM, specific TLM, reference book. Learning strategies, two parts. Learning area related strategies. Design for evaluation. After completion the lesson, we tested the student with the help of following question. Name of the structure with which the flower is attached to the stem. Diagnose the weakness of a student. Learning design number 40. Today's topic, the flower types and function. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learners and concept. To assure student, general characteristics are as follows. Develop and select learning material, textbook, general TLM, references book. Learning strategies, learning area related strategies. There are two types. Function of a flower, defined by sexual flower. Significance of the function of flower. Flower diagram on a blackboard. Black art paper. Design for evaluation. After completing the lesson, the teacher instructs the student with the help of following questions. Some questions are as follows. Diagnose the weakness for remedial classes. To identify the weakness of the student. Now discuss about our learning design number 41. Today's topic or today's lesson, locomotion. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learners and concept. The teacher start the lesson to related given below. Develop and select learning material, textbook, general TLM, chalk and duster, specific TLM, chart model, learning strategies or learning area related strategies, types of movement, definition of the skeletal muscle, learning area, myosin, actin, significance of locomotion, design for evaluation, diagnose the weakness for remedial class. Next, we discuss about the learning design number 42. Today's lesson, muscles construction. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluation, creating, analyze learner and concept, develop and select learning material, textbooks, general TLM, specific TLM. Some blackboard work, design for evaluation, diagnose the weakness for remedial classes. Now we discuss about learning design number 43. Today's topic is skeletal system in man. Remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, creating. Analyze learner and concept, develop and select learning material, textbook, general TLM, specific TLM, learner strategies to learning area and related strategies, learning area related strategies, design for evaluation. Some questions are available here. Diagnose the weakness for remedial classes. Now discuss about learning design number 44. Today's topic, disorder of muscular and skeletal system. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating, analyze learner and concept, developed and skeletal learning material, textbook, teaching learning material, learning strategy, two type learning area and related strategies, Design for evaluation. Some questions are added. Diagnosis the weakness for remedial classes. Learning design number 45. Today's lesson growth. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluation, creating, analyze learner and concept. Here some questions are added. Develop and select learning material, textbook, teaching learning material, blackboard, chalk, duster. Related strategies. Design for evaluation. Next LD. Today's lesson, regeneration. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learners and concept. Here are some questions. Developed and select learning material, textbook, teaching learning materials, chalk, duster, blackboard. Learning strategies, learning area and related strategies, define generation, some blackboard works, mechanism of regeneration, learning area and related strategies. There are two parts, some blackboard work, significance of regeneration, design for evaluation, some of the question for evaluating. Last point, diagnosis the weakness of the student. To identify the weakness of a student, they can provide the extra class or remedial classes. Next, learning design. Today's lesson, biology of aging and senescence. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating, analyze learner and concept. Here some questions are as follows. Developed and select learning material, textbook, text learning material, chalk, duster and blackboard. Learning strategies. There are two parts, learning area and related strategies. Changes associated with aging, cellular change of aging, learning area and related strategies. Here some blackboard work, significance of aging, design for evaluation, following of the questions of evaluating. Last point, diagnosis the weakness for remedial class. Now we discuss about learning design number 42, unit animal tissue. Today's lesson: structure and function of epithelial tissue. Learning goals or objective: remembering, understanding, applying. Student will be able to type of epithelium, squamous epithelium, analyzing, evaluating, creating, analyze learner and concept. To assure student general characteristics about these topics, etc. Developed and select learning material, textbooks, reference book, higher secondary zoology, NCERT, Government of India. Teaching learning material, chart, blackboard, model audiovisual teaching aids. Learning area and related strategies. Function of the epithelium tissue. Here some blackboard work. Type of multicellular glands. Design for evaluation. After completing the lesson, the teacher tested the student with the help of following questions. Some of the questions are as follows. Diagnosis the weakness for remedial class. Next lesson plan. Next learning design. Today's topic is protein. Learning goals or objective: remembering, understanding. Student will be able to discuss some protein types food, classify the types of food. Applying, student will be able to illustrate the function of lungs. Analyzing, student will be able to differentiate between protein and lipid. Creating, student will be able to create a name of the minerals. Analyze learner and concept. Here some questions are as follows. Developed and select learning materials. Higher secondary zoology, chalk, duster, blackboard. Learning strategies are two-part: learning area and related strategies. Type of food: protein food, vitamin, mineral, carbohydrate. Significance of nutrient. Design for evaluation. Some questions are help to following questions for design for evaluating. Last, diagnosing the students. Next, learning design. Learning goals or objective: remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Evaluate the process of requirement of body fluids. Analyze learner and concept. There are many questions are as follows. Developed and select learning materials. Textbooks, references, TLM, teaching learning material. Learning area or related strategies. Define body fluid. Intercellular fluids. Function of the body fluids. Medium of transport, medium of exchange, etc. Learning area and related studies. The short color, fed, yellow colored fluid. Water, inorganic constituents, plasma, protein, and etc. Significance of body fluids. Design for evaluating. Diagnosis the weakness for remedial classes. Learning design number 51. Today's topic: blood corpuscles. Learning goals or objective: remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learner and concept. Here some questions are as follows. Developed and select learning materials. Textbook, teaching learning material, chart, blackboard, chalk, duster, video clip. Learning strategies are two-part: learning area and related strategies. Types of leukocytes. Here some blackboard works. Function of blood. Here some blackboard work: transportant of oxygen, disposal of carbohydrate, protein against disease, etc. Significance of blood corpuscles. Design for evaluation. After completion of the lesson, the teacher tested the student with the help of following question. Diagnosis the weakness for remedial class. Now we Coming to our learning design number 52, today's lesson blood groups in man. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, discuss about ABO system, etc. Applying, analyzing, evaluating, differentiate between type A and type B blood groups. Determine the classification of blood group of ABO system. Creating, student will be able to create the diagram of immunization of Rh factor. Analyzing the learner and concept. Here some questions are as follows to assure the student general characteristic about this topic. Developed and select learning materials, textbook, teaching learning material, general teaching aids, specific teaching aids. Learning strategies, learning area and related strategies. Define ABO system. What is RH system? Charts various blood groups. Group A, RCB antigen, serum antibody. Learning areas and related strategies. Here some blackboard works. Type A, type B. Significance of blood group in men. Design for evaluation. After completion of the lesson, the teacher tested the student with the help of following questions. Some questions are as follows. Diagnose for weakness of remedial classes. Now we coming to our learning design number 53. Today's lesson, coagulation of blood. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding. Student will be able to discuss about the composition of lymph. Applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learner and concept. Here some questions given below. Open circulatory system. Developed and select learning materials. Textbook, teaching learning material, general teaching aids, specific TLM. Chart. Learning area related strategies. Mechanism of blood clotting. Some blackboard work. Vitamin K, factor affecting blood clotting. Vitamin A, calcium, heparin, hinodine. Types of circulation. Open circulation, closed circulation. Function of lymph. The student noted the function of lymph which was described by the teacher on the blackboard. Here we see the lymph function. Significance of lymph. Design for evaluation. Student with the help of following questions. Some questions are as follows. Next, diagnose the weakness for remedial class. Now we are coming to our learning design number 54. Today's lesson, human circulatory system. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluation, creating. Analyze learner and concept. Here some questions are as follows. Developed and select learning materials. Textbook, teaching learning material, general TLM, specific TLM. Learning strategies, learning area related strategies. Heart in vertebrates. Heartbeat. Conduction of heartbeat. Learning area related strategies. The student note down the origin of heart from the blackboard. Some of the blackboard work. Purkinje fibers. Significance of heart. The heartbeat starts from the self-starting SA node contacting the auricles. Design for evaluation. After completion the lesson, teacher tested with the student with the help of following question. Some questions are as follows. Diagnose the weakness for remedial class. Now we are coming to our learning design number 55. Today's lesson, cardiac cycle. Learning goals or objectives, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Represented the diagrammatic presentation of QRS complex. Analyze the learner and concept. Write the above differential stage. Developed and select learning materials. Number 1, textbook, teaching learning material, learning strategies, learning area related strategies. Define cardiac cycle. Different strategies of cardiac cycle: arterial or ventricular. Characteristics of artery. Learning area and related study: electrocardiogram and its diagrammatic presentation. Some blackboard work: diagrammatic representation of standard ECG. Significance of cardiac cycle: the cardiac cycle is a cycle of construction and relaxation of artery and ventricle. Design for evaluation. Some of the questions are as follows for evaluation. Diagnose the weakness for remedial classes. Now we are coming to our learning design number 56. Today's lesson: blood pressure. Learning goals or objective: remembering, understanding. Student will be able to how blood pressure measures, illustrate the human body lymphatic system. Next, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Analyze learner and concept. Some of the questions are as follows. Develop and select learning material: textbook, teaching learning materials, blackboard, chalk, duster, chart, etc. Learning area related studies: define blood pressure. Teacher will teach the student, etc. Human lymphatic system: lymphatic capillaries, define lymphatic nodes. Learning area, learning study: define lymphatic ducts. Some blackboard works: define lymphatic vessels. Significance of blood pressure: the blood pressure dependent on the age, sex, and active and inactive state of the body. Design for evaluation: after completion of the lesson, teacher tested the student with the help of following questions. Some of the questions are as follows. Last point: diagnose the weakness of remedial class. Now we coming to our learning design number 56. Today's lesson: blood pressure. Learning goals or objective: remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating, analyze learner and concept. Some of the questions are as follows. Developed and select learning materials: textbooks, teaching learning material, chalk, duster, blackboard, chart. Learning strategies are two part: learning area and related strategies. Define hypertension, coronary artery disease. Define anterior sclerosis. Some blackboard works are as follows. Learning strategies: learning area and related strategies. Heart block, blood is cut off. AB block, bundle branch block, rheumatic heart disease RHD. The symptom of the disease is acute rheumatic fever, joint pain, etc. Design for evaluation. Some of the questions for designing are as follows. Last point: diagnose the weakness for remedial class. Now we coming to our learning design number 58. Today's lesson: measure events of development. Learning goals or objectives: remembering. Student will be able to remember the major events of the development, etc. Understanding: student will be able to understand the major event of the development, etc. Applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating, analyze learner and concept. Some questions are as follows. Develop and select learning material: textbooks, teaching learning materials. Learning area, learning strategies. Meaning of development. Major events of development, some of the blackboard work. Definition of gametogenesis, the origin and development of gamete is called gametogenesis. Learning area and related strategies, stage of spermatogenesis and its diagram. Significance of spermatogenesis. Design for evaluation. After completing of the lesson, the teacher tested the student with the help of following questions. Some questions are as follows. Diagnose the weakness of student. Now we coming to our learning design number 59. Subject life science. Today's lesson, structure of sperm. Learning goals or objective, remembering, understanding. Student will be able to understand the penetration of sperm. Discuss about significance of fertilization. Applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Student will be able to illustrate the significance of fertilization. Creating. Student will be able to create the diagram of the process of fertilization. Analyze learner and concept to assure student general characteristics about this topic related to the given below. Define cleavage and are as follows. Develop and select learning materials. Textbook, teaching learning material, blackboard, chalk, duster, chart, etc. There are two learning area and related strategies. Meaning of sperm. Type of sperm. Definition of sperm. Learning area or related strategies. Function of the spermatozoa, its diagram. Significance of spermatozoa. Design for evaluation. After completing the lesson, the teacher tested the student with the help of following questions. Some questions are as follows. Last point, diagnose the weakness. Diagnosis the weakness of student. Now we reach our target or final learning design number 60. Subject life science. Today's lesson, blastocyst. Learning goals or objective, remembering. Student will be able to describe about the blastodermic vesicle. Understanding. Student will be able to understand about blastocyst cavity and etc. Applying, analyzing. Student will be able to difference between mesoderm and endoderm. Analyze the germ layer and fetal membrane. Evaluating. Student will be able to evaluate the posterior end. Creating. Student will be able to create the diagram showing germ layer and fetal membrane. Create the diagram stage of the formation of endoderm. Analyzing learner and concept. Here some questions are as follows. What is ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm and etc. etc. Developed and select learning material. Textbook, teaching learning material, blackboard, chalk, duster and chart. Learning strategies, learning area and related strategies. Definition of blastocyst. Implantation of the three germ layer. Implantation of three germ layer. Formation of three germ layers. Formation of ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Learning area and related strategies. Phase of three germ layers and its diagram. Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Significance of blastocyst. The embryo called blastocyst is composed of an outer layer and inner layer mass. Design for evaluation. After completion of the lesson, the teacher teach the student with the help of following questions. The questions are as follows. And next, last point, diagnose the weakness for remedial class. Thank you all of you. It's your total learning design completed life science 60 learning design. Thank you all of you.